4 Assam Rifles personnel injured in ambush by unknown miscreants. Malim Thongam's cycling campaign for peace reaches Assam. Hello everyone, you're watching Pm-Istv English News at 2. Now the news in detail. Unknown armed miscreants reportedly carried out ambush on team of 3 Assam Rifles, injuring at least 4 personnel. As per information called by Pm-Istv News, the incident happened at around 4:30 a.m. early morning today near Indo-Myanmar border pillar number 88 and 89 in Technopal district. It has been reported that security forces are conducting search operation in the area where the incident took place. Manipur transgender activist Malim Thongam's 3,000-kilometer cross-country cycling campaign has reached Kokrajhar district in Assam, marking a major milestone in her effort to highlight the humanitarian crisis caused by Manipur's ethnic conflict. Starting from Delhi on October 2, 2025, she has cycled through Uttar Pradesh and Bihar, West Bengal, drawing strong public support to her campaign. During her visit in West Bengal, she sought support from Governor C.V. Ananda Bose and the people of the state in resolving the Manipur conflict. It was stated that a Chanchal Police Station, National Federation of Insurance Field Workers of India, Manipur in Kolkata, Prantakatha Promoting Active Citizenship Kolkata, Jalgaipuri District Magistrate, Siliguri Manipuri team and Alipurduar District Police extended their support to the cycling campaign of Malim Thongam. After the government slashed the housing assistance fund meant for IDPs whose houses were destroyed in the Manipur conflict, the irate displaced people have announced that they will now return the fund that they have received through BTO. It may be mentioned that the government has earlier fixed 3 lakh rupees for construction aid for all types of houses for the IDPs, and some of the IDPs have received their first installment of 85,000 rupees as construction aid. Representing the IDPs of Kangchup Chiru, Thingujam Deben spoke to media persons at a press meet held at Manipur Press Club. He said the then popular government had announced that 10 lakh rupees in financial aid would be provided for Pakka houses and 7 lakh and 5 lakh rupees respectively for semi-kacha and kacha houses. In Sugnu, some of the displaced people have already received their aid and started constructing their houses, he said. On the other hand, a new order issued by the government under President's rule on November 8 has fixed a flat rate of 3 lakh rupees for the construction of all types of houses damaged during the conflict. He said that despite the IDP's discontent with the meager aid for construction, the government credited 85,000 rupees to some of their accounts, which he alleged was a disrespect to the IDPs by the government.
Yum may chakraba HBCD press the social media the cover the Mayamudi Tabiramani, Yam Ilana the Kambiramani, you may chakwa have article. You may chakwa have say everything lost ne. Karim Holiter 0 day how they never. Sikum was a Karim can be the na. Heptang of Mimatagum, Hana Zanarabatu, Hana Pibi River, La Manga, Taret, Adukitara Habesina, Mang River, property Mayamduki, cover Tobungam Hona Teva. Atubu Mayam Guinea having the Mayamsi, Yana, Wagimatuna, Sataramatung Sida. Yani matagum lak kro the mang khrabang ataneba adugi pot tok thoga akhoi sibu yam usi thoi the mongda akhoi gi yum dubu khoi gi footpath ta plastic aman khalal leibagi mongda la hum da pigani habsidi tasengna ITB singjibu usitabani habse thamjage khoi huji paisa moina kapsin bireba 85,000 se akhoi hojik athu matamda kapiba khoi da kapsin bireba account kano ta chajin birebi masigi matungina video da toroga khoi dc da yehonabagi athu matamda khoi ngasima handok saragani.
Security forces, in collaboration with Forest Department and Narcotics Control Bureau (NCB), destroyed approximately 103 acres of poppy cultivation at the hill ranges of Gobru and surrounding areas under Kangpokpi Police Station, Kangpokpi District. 30 huts, 17 bags of fertilizers, 37 herbicides packets, 13 bags of salt and other cultivation equipment found at the plantation sites were destroyed. On the other hand, security forces, in collaboration with Forest Department, destroyed about 6 acres of poppy cultivation at the hill range of Ngamju under Purul Police Station in Senapati District. A house was gutted in fire at Thoubal, Moijing at around 9 p.m. last night. The damaged house belongs to former Pradhan of Moijing Gram Panchayat, Mohammed Waris. As per family members, the fire started from faulty wiring and the fire has destroyed 6 rooms of the house and properties, including important documents, have been burnt to ashes. A team of Thoubal Fire Service rushed to the spot and managed to douse the fire, preventing further damage. One Cero phone rescued and handed over to Manipur Zoological Garden, Iroisemba. One phone of Cero, locally known as a Sabeng, which is included in the Schedule 1 of Wildlife Protection Act 1972 and classified as vulnerable by the IUCN, has been rescued and handed over to Manipur Zoological Garden. The Cero phone was rescued by one Kaijunglung Pami of Village, Tosem Subdivision, Tamenglong District. He rescued the wild animal on 26 November and handed over to a Promeshwar RFO Tosem on 27 November. Led by DFO Tamenglong Karibam Hitler, Tamenglong Forest Division and staff of Tosem Range handed over the Cero phone to Veterinary Officer, Manipur Zoological Garden, Dr. L. Sarachandra. Now we have the national and international news. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh today said that India believes in peace and dialogue but will not compromise on its sovereignty and the security of its citizens. Addressing the Chanakya Defense Dialogue in New Delhi today, the Defense Minister said that it is the blend of restraint and firmness of the Indian Armed Forces that manages the country's neighborhood challenges while contributing to regional stability. He said that the government has been taking consistent steps to make the Indian Armed Forces future ready. The Defense Minister stated that the government is strengthening border and maritime infrastructure to support both security and connectivity. He highlighted that the ministry is modernizing forces through new platforms, technologies and structures. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh has said that countries across the Indo-Pacific and the Global South look to India as a reliable partner. He further added that economic growth, technological capabilities and principled foreign policy have made the country a voice of balance and responsibility. The Defense Minister has launched a Green Initiative 2.0 brochure. He also unveiled Ecom AI, a unified AI platform, Prakshepan, India's first military climatology application, AI handbook for military leaders, and the Digitalization 3.0 book. In Hong Kong, the death toll from a fire that tore through an apartment complex has risen to 94. More than 280 people remained missing as authorities warned that the numbers could rise further as many people are still trapped in the buildings. A total of 76 people were injured, including 15 in critical condition and 28 listed as serious. A government spokesperson said firefighters were still working on a handful of apartments and trying to enter all the units in the 7 towers to ensure there were no further casualties. The thick smoke continues to pour out of some apartments in the Wang Fuk Court complex, a dense cluster of high-rise towers housing thousands of people in Tai Po district. Flames could still be seen inside the buildings. Rescue operations are still underway in some of the towers. Firefighters have been trying to control the flames since the fire started in bamboo scaffolding and construction netting and then spread across 7 of the complex's 8 buildings. Fires in 4 buildings had been effectively put out. About 900 people were evacuated to temporary shelters. Sri Lanka is grappling with worsening impacts from Cyclone Ditwa, which has brought days of intense rainfall, deadly landslides and widespread disruption. The storm has already caused severe flooding across more than a dozen districts, leaving at least 56 people killed, while 21 remain missing. Nearly 44,000 people from over 12,000 families have been affected, with homes destroyed and transport networks severely damaged. Amid the intensifying effects of Cyclone Ditwa, Sri Lanka continues to face sustained rainfall that has led to fatal floods and landslides. Authorities have said the death toll has risen to 56 and several remain missing, with some areas recording over 300 millimeters of rain, while authorities warn of more severe weather ahead. Flights have been diverted from Bandara Naike Airport due to poor visibility, and all non-essential state offices and schools have been shut by the government while relief efforts continue. The storm is expected to move north-northwestwards towards Tamil Nadu, Puducherry and southern Andhra Pradesh. Before we close, the headlines once again. 4 Assam Rifles personnel injured in ambush by unknown miscreants. Malim Thongam's cycling campaign for peace reaches Assam. That's all for now. Thank you for joining us.